friends, it's Yana here today, and today we're sewing up the Sage Diagonal Color Block Sweatshirt. As the name says it, it's got this beautiful diagonal color block here, but one thing that it has that is really cool, I don't think you can tell, is this zipper pocket here. I love it so much. I think it's super adorable, super cute, and I can't wait to sew it up. So let's do it together. All right, friends, we're gonna jump right in to sew our zipper. And if you are doing a zipper, you wanna make sure that you are putting some interfacing at the edge of your pockets. This is the top of my zipper pocket. And then you've got your bottom piece here and my zipper mark, and you're putting some interfacing there. And then you're doing the same with your middle part. So I put interfacing on the wrong side where my pocket is gonna go right here. So there's some interfacing there and here, okay? So then we're gonna grab our zipper and we're gonna open it up. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it a little steam to make it nice and smooth. And I'm facing it right side up here on top of my bodice. And now I'm going to flip it right towards right sides together with my bodice here. And I'm going to align the edge here. Okay, and here my zipper head is right here, my zipper pull, and I'm going to sew this invisible zipper with my sewing machine right along the edge, sewing it really closely with a zipper foot. You're gonna sew all the way to the stop with the mark. All right, once I've sewn that zipper on, I'm gonna grab that pocket. I'm gonna face it right side of the pocket. It's gonna be touching the back of the zipper tape here, and we're just gonna line it up. You're not gonna go all the way up. You're gonna stop at the zipper mark, and you're gonna make sure you back stitch here at the zipper mark. You can sew that with just a regular foot. All right, so once that's done, when you flip the pocket up, this is what it should look like. And it's not sewn all the way, it's just sewn to the marking. Then we're gonna go ahead and flip that pocket to the back. And you should see the other side of your zipper here. Now we're gonna grab our metal piece and we're gonna face it right sides together with our zipper. And we're gonna sew that up just like we sewed it to the other piece, to the middle piece. Make sure it's nice and even, and we're gonna go sew that up. All right, now we're gonna grab the other pocket and we're gonna place it right side up here, and we're gonna grab our piece here that we've been working with, and we're gonna position it so it's right on top of that pocket, just like we did before, and we're just gonna sew all the way with a regular foot as well. All right, when you're looking at your zipper, this is kind of what it should look like. You do have all these pieces back here. You have your zipper pocket, your pocket, hanging out here, the rest of your zipper, so it's not sewn all the way. But you should be able to now zip up your zipper, and you should be able to have your invisible zipper there. You can't even see it, it looks so good. So now we gotta get rid of, we're gonna turn it to the back. We gotta close this gap up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna match up the bodices together, and we're gonna move the zipper and the pocket out of the way. So move that zipper kind of out of the way here. And we're gonna start about 2 inches out from the zipper, and we're going to sew a straight stitch meeting to that zipper spot here. So we're gonna encase that zipper tape. We'll trim that zipper tape after. If your zipper tape is longer, that's fine. It doesn't matter because we're gonna trim it. So we're gonna start about 2 inches and go in straight, sewing that up to where it matches up right here. All right, so now you can see here that your bodices are closed together here. So they are finished here, but your pockets are still not sewn. So we're gonna trim the rest of your zipper tape. Okay, and then you're going to grab each pocket with the bodice piece that it is going to be attached to and sew it to that seam allowance. So like this goes to the middle piece, this pocket piece here, and then this other pocket goes attached to the middle piece. I mean the bottom piece. And so we're just gonna finish attaching those edges. Okay, so then when they're attached, you will see that they will be attached here at the seams, and this is what is going to continue on. So the center and the bottom are not attached yet. You will attach that after, but they're attached a little bit. The pockets need to be attached first, and then we'll attach the rest of the side. I'm going to use my zipper foot just because it's a narrow sew, and I just want to go ahead and use that. All right, so now we've got that all sewn together. Our invisible zipper is installed. We have that pocket. You can't even see it, which I love that. It's so cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to close up this whole thing. So we're going to attach the middle section to the bottom section. So we're going to grab it and attach it here. So we're going to match that up. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep going all the way down the pocket. So we're going to go down and across to down the pocket. So the pocket is being sewn right sides together here. And I'm going to sew that on my preferred stretch stitch, which is going to be my serger. So I'm going down and up and close that up, and we'll be done. That will be done with our pocket here. So it'll look like this. Here's where our pocket's going to be, and then we'll attach the other side, the top part of our sweatshirt here, because this goes down like that. Like that's going to be our pocket there, and then the top of the top shoulder area of our sweatshirt will be up here. Look at how good that looks. You can't even tell there's a pocket there. Okay, so now our pocket has been sewn. It's all been sewn all the way down. So now we're going to flip it towards the back. Now we can flip that bodice up and attach the top bodice to the middle bodice. So you're attaching that top and sewing it right sides together. So it's coming along. Next we're going to sew up our front and backs together. So I've got my front face up right there. I'm going to place my back right on top, and we're going to sew up those shoulder seams. All right, so now our bodice is pretty much completed. We're going to go on to our sleeve. So we're going to open that bodice up, right side up on the sleeve area here, and we're going to attach our sleeves. I am doing a white sleeve on the white one, and then black on the other side. So I want to kind of continue the color blocking. We're matching them right sides together. I'm using a sweatshirt fleece, so there's like fluff everywhere. That's okay. It's going to be super cozy. I'm so excited about it. While I'm doing that, I'm also going to go ahead and prep all my bands. I am doing a neckband, but if you're going to be doing a hood and you have questions about how to do a hood, not to worry. We do have a video here on our channel on how to attach a hood. You can go ahead and watch that video. We will help you. So we're going to grab the cuffs and we're going to fold them right sides together and sew that raw edge. I also have a white cuff and a black cuff because I'm keeping black with black and white with white. But it also would be fun to mix and match. And then for my neckband, we're going to fold that neckband right sides together here at the short raw edge. And for my waistband, I'm going to go ahead and just face them right sides together at the two raw edges and sew the side seams. All right, so our sweatshirt is coming along. Next step is to sew our side seam. So we're gonna match up that side seam here, and we're gonna sew all the way down the sleeve and then all the way down the side. I haven't tacked those pockets down yet because I am so bad. If you don't tack them down, you just have to be super, super careful when you're sewing it that they're not going to flip under or anything like that, and you're catching all the layers. All right, time to flip this baby over. Some call it right side out, some call it over. This is gonna be super cute. I did open my zipper a little bit when I was sewing that side seam just to make sure it wasn't going to like catch when I was sewing it and break my needle and so yes. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and attach our neckband. I'm going to quarter my neckband by going to the shoulders and going to the front and back and marking it. I like to mark by doing like a little clip. Those snips are not very sharp. And then matching the front and back and going to the sides. I'm gonna grab my neckband and I folded it wrong sides together to create like a tube. And then I'm going to mark from the back to the front. It's my quarter, my half, and then I'm gonna match up the back and the front and go to the sides and mark my quarters. And sometimes I notch them too, but this fabric is a little thick, so I'm just gonna mark it like this. And then I'm just gonna match up those marks to my neck. And as I sew, I'm gonna stretch that to fit. Okay, and then for the cuff, I'm gonna do the same exact thing. I'm gonna grab my cuff. I'm gonna fold it wrong sides together. And then I usually just like mark my half and that's about it. Do the same on the sleeve. And then I'm gonna fit the sleeve in. And last but not least is our band, bottom band, and I'm going to match up those side seams and mark my front and back. That pocket, make sure that you caught it. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab my band and I'm gonna fold it wrong sides together like I did my cuff and my neckband. Trim all these extra threads. The sides, the seams are the sides. And then we're gonna match up those seams and go to the front and mark my front and my back. And then we're gonna sew this up and we will be done. That's it. All right, friends, we are finished with our sweatshirt. What do you think? Comment below and let me know. Are you going to attempt this zipper pocket? Easier than you think, right? I hope you love the tutorial. Comment, like, share, subscribe if you haven't. Go grab your pattern, come back and sew it up with me, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.